Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'm sorry. You've missed a lot of the talking. I apologize for that. Apparently, my recording had just decided to fuck over my mic completely. So, I apologize, but I can't go back. I really don't have the time, unfortunately, so, sorry. The next couple, it doesn't really matter, this is just the setting up anyway. You're lucky we ain't got to Spartan yet. But this is the series, as you probably know, We Bow Before No Man. Fuck, that's actually annoyed me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm kind of annoyed now. Oh, fuck. No, it doesn't matter. The Rengen colonies. Our diplomats have finally arrived at the northern Rengen colonies and quite surprised. They were expecting barbaric dwellings filled with horned, pale men, but instead they found quite a large wooden city that housed a strange mix of both pale and native men. And while one could say this city was undeveloped by our standards, the apparent success in such terrible isolation was a marvellous sight to behold. When our diplomats finally arrived, received by their leaders, they were given two trade propositions. One with the most northern of the colonies, called Helluland, promising a stable source of naval materials from their ongoing naval operations, and the other with the southern Markland, that proposed instead a wide array of exotic ivory, furs, and oils. The northern colonies made it clear that this was a diplomatic play, and that accepting one would exclude the other. They're going to make the deal for naval supplies, because production efficiency will benefit Elysia, and as you probably saw, I've done a lot of things to benefit Elysia. I'm trying to give Elysia a decent leg to stand on before we leave. And to do so the best, I'm actually going to give Elysia a fort. Because, yeah, I wanted to give it a fort to begin with, but I don't like the event to give it a fort, because it doesn't seem right to me. Basic temple. Local religious leaders are saying that it's time to build a temple to the gods of Olympus. As we're currently limited in resources, we can only build a basic temple using wood and stone. The emperor's advised remained that if he prayed out of his own pocket treasure, he would have increased control over where the taxes came from. It's too expensive. The nobles can fund it, which is not what I normally do, but I don't really have much choice this time. It's what I had to do, so. Now, dealing with these guys is going to be I might have to do it, I don't know. It all depends on how quickly. But naval research, wrong. That's just a normal dumb event, but it doesn't really matter. Our naval research is probably wrong, let's be honest. So we formed an alliance with Markland this time, which is very different. And by different, I mean it's what I normally do when I play this game, but it's different for this specific Let's Play. We'll do Chesapeake, I'm going to say this time. Yeah, we'll do Chesapeake. No, Delaware is better, but I want to do Chesapeake. It's my favorite. Easily my favorite province in this entire game because of it. Just because of the way it looks. We've got 60,000 men because the natives gifted us a lot. Yeah, so I do like this mod a bit. I think I like this mod a bit too much. Deal with the Patani. We get 200 gold. We can get rid of them. And I think that's what I'm going to do with this time. I'm going to force them out via diplomatic means. I think I did that in my Let's Play, but it's more so just a necessity this time, just because of, well, I want to try it. And by try it, I mean I want to do it because it gives me more land quickly. Yay, friends to the natives. Extra manpower, bitchin'. A bit more gold and we can sell these guys straight out now. So that would actually make my life a little bit easier. Now we are playing on 5-speed, which probably, yeah, my CPU doesn't handle 5-speed very well, but it handles 4 brilliantly. Even with my thermal paste added and my solid state drive, yeah, I need a new CPU, unfortunately, and I don't have the money for one, so it's going to be a while. We now have a Basilius, who is Pocahontas, because of fucking course. And she's fertile, which is definitely going to help after we leave, but I believe I'll be leading with a 164, but I don't remember. That is his heir, and yeah, I should be playing as Alexos when I form Spartan. I hope. Don't know why I hope. He's a bit shit, but whatever, you know what I mean. Okay, we have the money. Have at least 200. Oh, it's 200 ducats. Shit. Okay, so this is going to be a bit more effortful. Getting 200 ducats, ooh, that's a little bit different. That's a little bit different. Oof, don't know how I'm going to do this one then. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll have 4 cities in it. We'll have a 5th one in after that. Family ties, yep. We could do 3 loans. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do 3 loans, and then we'll get Potter 1 removed. Deal accepted. The Potter 1 have accepted our deal. The village now equipped with crossbows and light iron armor are packing up and moving south as we speak, while Elysian settlers moving to take their place. Albanian refugees. A small fleet of 5 ships being spotted off our shores. Upon verifying that they would remain peaceful, the vessels were guided into New Constantinople and docked in the harbour. The king, Gregi Skanderberg, and a few of his bodyguards were allowed to disembark, but the peasants and their supplies were prevented from leaving, blocked by a line of city guards. The king told of how after we dispersed from Europe, he and his people we knew as the Albanians, were invaded and conquered by the Ottomans. Fearing further prosecution, they followed what leads they could and discovered our destination. They request refugees in our lands. They are willing to provide manpower for armies in our fields. Things remain peaceful for now, but the Albanians have agreed to stay on their ships for a maximum period of 3 days to allow the emperor and his senate to debate this issue. Providing the given supplies with that settled, what should we do? We'll again, I'm just going to supply them and let them go. Seize a land. Again, those ones are not really something I'm going to read. But yeah, so we've got Alanquin, and now we need to pay back debts, which yeah, there we go. We're not paying for our fort now. There we go. So we're making nearly a ducat a month. I am going to reduce my inflation just to give me a little bit more income. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to end this part here. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next part. See you guys then.